Hi, it's KJ Murdoch from Revelation and Restoration Academy of Music and Drama. I'm blessed to be able to serve you by helping you excel vocally. We're continuing from the previous two modules, the previous two recordings, looking at how to relax so you can really let it out when you sing, regardless of what style. We'll also be getting into how to be relaxed without getting lazy or sloppy, because a lazy tone doesn't sound good either. Lord willing, I'll be giving away a lot of modules like this through the Academy website. I'm setting these modules up as a playlist on purpose, hoping you'd start on the first one and go on to these others. I'll post a link to the first one in case you didn't start there. At the end of the recording before this one, I had you time how long you could hiss out your breath. This time, we're going to sing a long note when I say go, and you'll time how long you can keep singing with a steady tone, and without getting lightheaded, because again, I don't want you to pass out. I'll sing also, but you don't have to sing the same note. Sing whatever is comfortable in your range. If you want to raise or lower this note to a different octave, or by harmonizing with me, or whatever, that's fine. If you just want to pause the recording when it's time and sing without me, that's fine too. Breathe in deeply and quietly and yawn like, and hold it. 1, 2, ready, go. Ah. Keep going if you still can. Or if you didn't go as long as I did, that's fine too. Sorry, I didn't start very promptly when I said go. I hope that didn't throw you off. So how long were you able to sing? Make note. This may sound classical, but again, it helps us get in shape or keep in shape for whatever style we're singing. We're trying to make the hissing, like in the previous recording, and the note hold out as long as they can hold out, which means we're using as little air as we can. Sing a long note again, but this time put one hand on your upper rib cage and sternum area, and the other on your stomach, right around where the navel is. See, we've talked about relaxing when you sing, but this will help us not to be lazy as we relax. If we use the diaphragm to lift the air out of the lungs, then it'll give us a stronger sound, like ah versus ah. And the diaphragm will be pushing that lower hand out. But we don't want to fake ourselves out and think that we're singing from the diaphragm when we're not. It's easy to fake yourself out. See, if you let the rib cage down, you can push the stomach area out without using the diaphragm as much, and we don't want that. The high rib cage also gives your air a bigger place to resonate. Do you ever sing in a shower or a tall enclosed stairwell? Or go out into the mountains and yodel? I don't know. Those places are so resonant that they really enhance the sound. But you can't be there all the time. When we talked in the last recording about relaxing your throat and the inside of your mouth, that was partly because your singing would sound relaxed if you did that, but also because that would give your voice a bigger resonating space. Space. Yeah, not quite like that. I know you can't actually hear your voice echo. But anyway, keeping your sternum and rib cage high does more of the same thing. Gives your voice that resonant space. So as you sing, make sure your lower hand is being pushed out by your stomach area, your diaphragm, those intercostal muscles down there, and make sure your upper hand is staying in place, that your rib cage and sternum aren't lowering. You don't want this. You want this. So breathe in deeply and quietly and yawn like, and hold it. 1, 2, ready, go. Ah. Keep going if you still can. Or if you didn't go as long as I did, that doesn't matter. Because the only person you're trying to beat is yourself. Like the Bible says that they, comparing themselves among themselves and measuring themselves by themselves, are not wise. So don't compare yourself with me. We're not going to compare ourselves among each other, among ourselves. You're just trying to beat yourself. So how long were you able to sing? Make note. Was it longer than before? Now, of course, that may seem classical, but let's try it with whatever song that you're singing. Whether it's classical, whether it's contemporary, whatever. I'll demonstrate with a more contemporary sounding song. What did I ever do to you? Didn't I always care? Wasn't I always kind and true? Wasn't I always there? And I still had my hands there, on my ribcage, sternum area, and down on my stomach, so that I could feel that the rib cage should be staying in place and the diaphragm should be pushing the lower hand out. Now, another reason that it's good to do the relaxing exercises first, like we did, is because if you're not careful, then you might start tensing up when you're thinking about pushing that air out. That's also why I used the word lifting the air out instead, but then I had to say that the diaphragm was pushing the hand out because, well, there's not really too many ways to describe that. So, whatever song you might be working on now, or a song that you just like, pause the recording and try singing that song just with your hand up here and your hand down on your stomach, and see if you can feel what I'm talking about. See if your rib cage is staying high. See if your stomach area is pushing that other hand out. Pause. And in fact, we'll move on to the next segment with the next video. See you there.